Are we focused? I ain't pulled this thing out the whole trip. Oh, look at that. Nice. Look at that. We got one cigarette. I ain't gonna get it. Yeah, you can definitely get one for €1 or something. Hey YouTube, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, hey, my name is Kiara and this is my channel, Hey Key. I don't really know what I'm gonna name this yet. So Black Girls Guide to Paris, Black Girls Tips for Paris, I don't know. Just tips that a black girl needs for Paris. Oh, I like that. Maybe that'll be the title of the video. I don't know. But anyway, you've clicked on this video because you are going to Paris, you are doing your research, you're ready to go, and you're just trying to find out everything that you need to know. That was me, girl, so I got you. Anyway, I have a list of things that I actually made this list when I was actually in Paris. I was there for about a week last month, so okay, so the first thing that I have on my list, and I do have a nice little list, the first thing I have is if you do not speak French, it is okay. However, I do think that it'll be very beneficial and in your best interest to learn some phrases and to also practice your accent. Like for me, I don't speak French, but I knew a little bit when I was a kid. Like I had like some basic lessons as a kid, and I did practice for like a couple months leading up to the trip. So I did practice. I don't speak fluent French. I understand a few phrases, and my accent was really good. In fact, I was told by three locals, three. I was told by 3 locals that my accent was really, really good, and they actually thought that I was French or they thought I was British. So that is a compliment just based off my accent. Now, when they kept trying to keep the conversation going, they was like, just a little bit more practice. But that's neither here nor there. Work on your accent. And honestly, I will say the accent did help me because like in a lot of like touristy places, like I was just walking around like a little tired. Honestly, I probably looked like I didn't want to be there because I was a little tired, but that worked out in my favor. Because when you look like you're not interested or you've been there, done that, I'm just taking a friend to see the stuff, they really don't bother you. So the guy had said something to me like bonjour, whatever he said, and I said it back. I was like bonjour, and he was like, he said something. He was like, where you from? Are you from here or something? And I was like, here, and he was like. And he walked away and he went to like the next people. Like, I don't remember what he said, but he said something else. And he looked at me. He was like, what the hell are you doing over here? And I was like, yeah. You thought wrong. You assumed wrong. I am not a tourist. Practice on your accent. Practice. Anyway. Learn a few basic phrases because it'll help you a long way. And honestly, I'm not gonna say all, but majority of the French people, they do speak some English and they're pretty fluent for the most part. But if you lead the conversation with some French, they're gonna see that you're trying and they're gonna help you. I've witnessed it in live, living color. People did not even try to speak their language and the French did not help them. And when you even think about it, you're going to somebody else's country and you want them to conform to your norm. Like, that's a slap in the face. Learn a few phrases. Like, I think the phrase I would always say was, excuse me, my French is terrible. Do you speak English? And then we would go a little bit and we would just go from there. Like, I would always lead with something like that. I forgot how to say it now, but it'll come back. Yeah. So that's the first thing. Learn some French and work on your accent. The next thing, tipping isn't really necessary, but I did see people tipping like at restaurants and things like that. So I still did tip because I did see people around me tipping or whatever. So yeah, use that if you will. I did tip because I did see it around me, and when I did tip, like the waiters were like very happy and grateful and appreciative of it. So I did, when I was doing like all of my research for Paris, I did see like a lot of people saying don't tip, you don't have to tip, you good, it's not their thing. My experience, I'm just speaking for me, my experience was completely different. They enjoyed when I tipped at the restaurants. Take it if you will. Hey, my experience. Okay. This is another thing regarding the restaurants. So what I've noticed at the restaurants, they do not bother you. They will not bother you. They're not checking in like in America. How was the water? How was this? How was that? Everything okay? They don't do that. They letting you enjoy your food. They letting you enjoy your time. If you need something, you call them over, but they're not gonna be bothering you. They want you to enjoy your meal. They don't want to interrupt. So when it comes to closing out, you do have to ask for the check. So le check, s'il vous plaît. Like, just ask for the check. They'll get you the check. But other than that, they are not interrupting. They're not bothering you. They're not checking in to see how the food is, what you think, what you don't like. They're not doing none of that. Enjoy your food, enjoy your dinner, enjoy your company. Period. If you need a little ketchup or something, just call a waiter. That's about it. Now, this is something that I noticed. So, like, just walking around, like, on the streets and stuff, people will bump into you. They do not say excuse me. I never heard excusez-moi. I never really heard it, and I kept saying it. I kept saying it, but I didn't hear it back. So after a while, I just stopped. I did hear like pardon. I heard that a little bit, but I didn't really hear it much. Like, they don't really say excuse me. And I will say that maybe it wasn't the French, because granted I was in a lot of touristy spots, so maybe it was just people from all over the world, and everybody has like a different culture, custom, whatever, if you will. But I ain't hear excuse me, excusez-moi, sorry. I ain't hear none of that. So if you out and about and it's like very crowded, if they don't say excuse me, it's nothing personal. It's just not their thing. It's really not their thing. Just be aware of your surroundings, your belongings, and keep it moving. That's really all I can say about that. So look presentable, look fashionable. Like, Paris is a fashion capital. Care about your appearance, because based on your appearance will be like how you're treated out there. So I'm talking real fast. Put some effort into your appearance, because that's how you will be approached and you will be addressed on the street. So put some effort into your appearance. You are in a fashion capital. Like, I'm not saying like everybody's walking around like it's a runway. They're not. Just look presentable, that's all. Like, look presentable. And as far as makeup, for my girls out there, a natural face, beautiful brows. Beautiful brows, good lashes, a natural face, nude lip, whatever color lip, whatever you want to do, and you are good to go. Good to go. You don't need to do like all the crazy eyeshadow and all that. You just look like a good face, very natural, well put together, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Oh, another thing. Now, this is one of the scams. Like, I really didn't have too many scammy people approach me because my face be sitting. I ain't really have it. But I will say, this woman did try me at the Louvre. So when we was walking to the Louvre or whatever, ooh, another little tip. The Louvre is huge. I don't think it's possible to see the entire Louvre in one visit. If you can, if you have all day from start to finish, go ahead, but most people don't. That's all I'm saying. Like, make time to truly just go through the Louvre, experience it. I do recommend getting like the headset. When I went, I did not get the headset. The headset is an additional €5, and it'll like explain each piece that you're looking at, so you can have a better understanding of the art. I didn't do it, so I was just walking around free willy, just looking at art. I didn't know what was going on. But I do recommend getting the headset. When I go back, I will get the headset so I can truly understand the art and truly appreciate it. That was a little tidbit for the Louvre. But anyway, back to that scamming lady. So we were walking up to the Louvre. You know, like they have like the little triangle, and then you walk in, it's like a line or whatever. So we walk into the little triangle, and this lady comes up to me with a clipboard. Like, I did do some research and I heard about the little clipboard thing, but I forgot. So she came up to me with the clipboard and she was speaking in English. You speak English? And I was like, no. Because, bitch, why you ask me if I speak English? I know. Girl, you're not about to get me at a damn museum. So I said, no. And then she like, where you from? My ass. I said, España. I said I was from Spain. And then she started speaking in Spanish. I said, God damn, how many languages these scammers know? I don't know what the clipboard was for. I don't care. But look, sweetheart. I'm from Chicago. You're not about to finesse me on my way to a damn museum. It's not gonna happen, sweetheart. It ain't. So basically when I was doing my research, they have you like sign a clipboard, sign some stuff, and they could either ask you for money from that, or while you're signing the clipboard, somebody comes and steals stuff out your pocket and steal your belongings. I heard both of those things. So all I know is, baby girl, you're not about to get me on my way to look at some art. Like, I'm literally steps away from the triangle. You're not about to get me walking up to some art. So be mindful of the clipboard scams. Be mindful of people asking you if you drop something. Nothing else happened to me, because I'm telling you, the face be sitting. The face be sitting. Ain't nobody else trying me. But I guess I look vulnerable at the Louvre. Anyway, it's a clipboard scam. It's a scam asking if you drop something, they just take your stuff and run. Be mindful of your purses, your belongings. Do not put your stuff out of sight, out of mind. Once it's out of sight, it's in somebody else's sight. Don't do that. Keep your stuff in your view. Don't say I never told you nothing. Okay, moving on. Yeah, that lady tried to get me, and no ma'am. The next thing I noticed that there's a lot of cigarette smoke. People smoke everywhere in Paris. I don't know if it's France overall, because I truly didn't explore France. I was like in Paris. Cigarette smoke is real. However, it is not as strong as the cigarette smoke here in the US. Like, people smoke the cigarettes all like at the bars, at the restaurants, at a little cafe, if you will. But it really wasn't strong, and I don't smoke cigarettes. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, but I was intrigued. I wanted to buy a pack as a souvenir. I really wanted, like, it was to the point where I was Googling if their cigarettes were less, less harmful than ours, less dangerous than ours. Like, I really Googled it, but I really couldn't find much. I guess the US was trying to hide that from me. But anyway, cigarette smoke is everywhere. It isn't as strong as the cigarettes here. And that was something I was worried about, because I'm like, dang, these people smoke everywhere. This stuff is strong. It's gonna be in my hair, on my clothes. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. It's very, very mild to the stuff that we have here. I'd rather people smoke the stuff we have. No, I'd rather people smoke French cigarettes than the cigarettes that they selling here, because the stuff they're selling here is disgusting. Another thing, there are bees or wasps everywhere. Everywhere. Like, you outside just enjoying a glass of wine and somebody by you has like a cigarette, there are gonna be bees by your wine. They might even get in your wine. You go to a bakery to get a croissant, and it's a bee by a croissant, and then they just swarm around. We was at the restaurant Giraffe. It was a bee takeover out there. The bees, the wasps, the queen bee, whatever, they were everywhere. Like, it was to the point in Giraffe, I'm really trying to finish my food so we can go. Like, the bees were trying to take over my life. Luckily, I did not get stung by any of them. I did not get stung by any bees, wasps, queen bees, whatever they call. I didn't get stung by them, but just be mindful, they are everywhere. And if you're allergic to them or whatever, it's gonna be a bad outcome, because they were everywhere. Luckily, I did not get bit, but the person that I was with, they did get bit. So be mindful of that. But if you do get bit, just in case, another tip, the pharmacies there are awesome. Like, the pharmacies, you can literally go to the pharmacist and be like, I got this, I got like a bite, blah, blah, blah. And they'll just give you stuff like right over the counter. Like, normally back at here in the US, you'll need a prescription for it. You just go straight to the pharmacy, talk to them, let them know what's going on, and they'll give you like the script right there. And it's very, very affordable. So if you in Europe, rack up on medication at the pharmacy. And also like all of like the lotions and body products, they be like real cheap. I did rack up on like soap, like fresh like goat soap, like goat milk soap, body wash. I racked up. So rack up at the pharmacies because the ingredients there are just so much better than the stuff that we have here. Less chemicals, like real fresh ingredients, and they're very effective and they're very affordable. And half the times they be on sale because like a lot of pharmacies that we went to, like little like Walgreens if you will, they had like sales running for like 20% off on everything in the store. And it's like high-end stuff too. Like they have like Avène and Vichy, like all these high-end skincare brands. Oh, I cannot wait to go back. I'm just giving y'all tips and tips and tips, okay? All right. Oh, another one. And this brings me to my Eiffel Tower. Look at it, look at it, look at it. So, you have to see the Eiffel Tower in the daytime when it looks like this. And you have to see the Eiffel Tower at night when it looks like this. Do you look at that? You have to see the Eiffel Tower. It's just an amazing experience overall. Like in the daytime, I was like, oh, okay, I'm finally here. This is cool. At night, it was like, oh my God, I'm in Paris. It was beautiful. Like the Eiffel Tower is just, it just glows. It glows at night. And then when it sparkles, oh my God, that's like a view you can never get tired of. It's so beautiful. What I've noticed that a lot of, well, Paris is full of tourists, like regardless of the month or season, it's always packed. So we went numerous times, of course, but one night we went and we decided to just get some snacks at the local market, and we're just gonna just eat and watch the tower, blah blah blah. And it's really, it's a vibe, y'all. Get your snacks, get your drinks, get your wine, your beer, whatever you do, and just make like a little picnic and just enjoy the scenery. Just look up at the tower, like watch it sparkle. It's so freaking beautiful. And then just having your wine, you having your food, good vibes. It is so beautiful. Like that was the moment, like wow, I am in Paris. Wow. And even if you forget your wine, it is guys around selling wine. We had our wine, but we did not have a corkscrew, so we paid them like €2 or something just to open our wine, and it worked. So if once you're there, when you have a night when you really just chilling, and honestly we didn't really go late. I think it was like 7-8 o'clock at night. Just got some food, chilled, and just watched the Eiffel Tower. It was beautiful. Again, bring your food, bring your wine, bring your camera, and just bring a good blanket and enjoy it. Like it's beautiful. Like it's beautiful. And another thing is, it's beautiful, but ratatouille is real. Paris got rats. Paris got rats, y'all. I saw rats in the daytime run past. I saw rats by the Eiffel Tower just run past. And the thing about it, they have signs saying rats. You know, Paris got rats. So if you're afraid, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but they run past. They got rats. Ratatouille is real. Okay? Don't feed them. Watch your food. They didn't come by me, but I saw them. They have rats. Okay. Honestly, okay, my next tip, I think you need to plan to have at least 1 full week in Paris. Like honestly, there's so much to do. There's so many neighborhoods to explore. Don't sell yourself short with just 2 or 3 days. Like that's not enough time. I strongly recommend having at least a full 7 days to truly just explore the city, get lost, people watch, see like museums and monuments, things like that. Just give yourself grace because the city is so beautiful and you just don't know where it's gonna take you. Which leads me to my next tip. When you go to Paris, go with an open mind, because when I went, I was very hesitant because I just did not know what to expect, because I was doing so much research and watching YouTube videos, and people were saying, you know, Paris is overrated, it's not all that, it's dirty, it's stink, it's poop everywhere. I gotta monitor myself because YouTube be trying me. But yeah, it's poop everywhere, which can be true depending on where you're at. I did see poop, I did, but it wasn't everywhere, and the city did not stink. So just come to Paris with an open mind, because honestly, I've only came across people that love the city or they hate it. I haven't seen anybody with like a, it was cool. I've never met anybody like that. So just have an open mind and then just let it guide you, because I really did not know what to expect, because I heard so many, it's overrated, it's dangerous, it's dirty, I heard all of that, and I'm like, why am I going to Paris? Open mind, experience it for yourself. It's a beautiful, some might say dirty city, but it really wasn't overly dirty to me. Like New York is dirty. It went like New York to me, okay? All right. If you decide to take a day trip and you use Euro-Rail, do not miss your train ride, okay? You wanna know why? Because I missed mine, okay? I missed it. I got lost. I didn't really get lost, but it's neither here nor there. I missed my train. We took a day trip to London. We missed our trip. We missed the train going back, and it was literally one more train back into the city, and we could not stay in London because we had a photo shoot the very next day in Paris, like that morning. So it's like, we cannot stay in London. I love London, love you girl, but I can't stay here. Do not miss your flight, your train, because you know what? They don't give out refunds. And then they hike up the prices. Why did I have to pay 758 US dollars one way to get back to Paris? I was hot. When we got on that train, they was like, you want champagne? I said, yeah. You want wine? I said, yeah. You want what? Yeah. I want everything for $758. What else? Do not miss your train. They do not give out refunds. They only give out refunds if there was an error with the train, not you. If you miss it, that's you. So in total, I probably gave them about over $1,000. I don't even want to get into it, but don't miss your train. I'm not. And then the last tip that I have is when you leave France at the airport, right? And you have your carry-on bag. I only had a carry-on. Well, I take that back. When I came to the country, I only had a carry-on. When we got there, we bought the luggage and put like all our souvenirs, our champagne, all our stuff in that check bag. Anything that wasn't TSA compliant, we just put it in that bag. So my carry-on bag, it was the same. I had like travel size, got to be glue spray, travel size, got to be glue. I had like everything was in travel size, right? Why I get to TSA, we went through the baggage thing. We done went through everything. This like literally the last piece of TSA. They saved this for the very, very end. We done went through customs a couple times, showing my passport, asking why am I here. Like this was literally the last step. Like soon as this part is over, you go straight to your gate. So we get there. Why TSA going through all? I had a book bag and I had a small little suitcase, right? Why are they going through my book bag saying all my liquids have to go in a Ziploc bag? Like, I feel like I heard about this years ago, but I totally forgot. So here I am telling you. When you leave the country, their TSA has like this rule guidelines, whatever, where all of your liquids has to go in like this small little Ziploc. So that's like your body products, that's your lotion. So it's like any lotions, oils, cream, whatever. So hair care products, skincare products, makeup. The TSA lady said my lip gloss had to go in the bag too. I said, my lip gloss? She said it's a liquid. Gels. Girl, they done threw out my Got To Be glue travel size spray that I never even used. So it was a brand new thing of Got To Be glue travel size spray. I had like travel size Lysol spray, like to spray the hotel room. I had my Versali Skin Tube Blur, and I was like, you know what, that's about empty. You go ahead and throw that out. And then she picked up my foundation. I said, ooh, baby, no, my foundation ain't going. I said, throw away the Got To Be blue. Throw the Got To Be away. Throw the Lysol away. I said, the Versali is empty. Fine, whatever. But my foundation, baby, no. I feel like it was about this wide. These are two. So I feel like it was about this wide and this long. Like, I really don't remember. I'm not really good with measurements, but it was about this long and this wide, okay? This wide. And all of my lotions, my oils, my hair, my skin, my body, everything had to fit in the Ziploc. Girl, that's okay, because next time I know, and hopefully you remember, when you leave the country, everything has to go in a Ziploc. When the lady took my lip gloss and said even lip, I said, that's on my lips. She said it has to go. But that is the end of this video. I'll put like a little clip up here so you can just see some of the footage I had from Paris. But if you want like full vlogs, follow me on TikTok. I do have like all of my vlogs on TikTok. But that is the end of this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give this video a big thumbs up. If there's anything that you want to know, let me know in the comments below. If you have any suggestions for future videos, any other things that I did not cover, let me know, and maybe I'll make a video on it. Just let me know. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Again, if you want to see the vlogs, everything's on my TikTok. I do have some stuff on my Instagram as well, so follow me on my socials, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and when you go to Paris, let me know what you do so I can jot that down for my next trip. I cannot wait. If you're going to Paris like right now, like in a month, a week or something, tag me on Instagram so I can live through you, girl. I can't wait to get back. But until then, I'll be sparkling my little tower. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Bye, y'all.